Hello, welcome to the Cup9 channel. My name is Shane, and today I'm going to bring you a message using some Arc Animal Tarot by Bernadette King, as well as some Oracle cards. I actually already pulled the Oracle card, and I saw this one on the pre-shuffle, and then it flew out when I was shuffling. So I was like, well, this is the one. So we are going to be guided by the Minotaur for this reading. On the bottom of the card there, you can see it says conflict, puzzle solving, solar energy. So very masculine presence here. And I definitely have been picking up a lot recently in my readings of this energy of something, a mystery or a puzzle. So this feels very relevant at this time. And I also have on the pre-shuffle the Snow Leopard or the Hermit in this particular tarot deck. And you can see on the bottom, it says Ascension, Illumination, Introspection. And the Hermit is also Virgo energy, so it's very investigative, methodical, right? So it's this idea of puzzle solving again, right? There's some mysterious thing, and there's something at the heart of this thing that maybe you are aware of, but you don't exactly know what it is, but you've been trying to get to it. And I have been picking up on this, like, here's the Ace of Pentacles, the white buffalo coming through here. This idea of like evidence. The Ace of Pentacles kind of keeps showing up as evidence, as well as the Page of Pentacles. And then we also have, to go along with the energy of the bull, the cow, the Empress. Abundance, creativity, fertility. So yeah. Oh, and then the devil, shark underneath that. Living in darkness, bondage, spiritual awakening. Oh my gosh. I could keep going. These are just like telling their own story, but I'm going to take a step back here for a second. So I will be connecting with the energy of Pluto. As you can see, I have it up here in Stellarium. This is the actual position of Pluto in the sky, and you can see it's at the very beginning of Capricorn. Right there, way off in the distance, is way out there in our solar system beyond Neptune. And yeah, apparently it's the largest known trans-Neptunian object. And that's why they once considered Pluto to be a planet, but now they call it like a minor planet designation. And then this number 134340, that breaks down to a 15 or a 6. So we have the energy of Capricorn coming through there with 15 in the Devil card, right? But yeah, it's giving me Labyrinth vibes. Like Devil card, Capricorn is associated with Saturn, and Saturn is the kind of like the restriction archetype, archon, I guess you could call it, of this 3D physical world. It's like it is the limits, the boundaries. It is the farthest planet that we can see with our naked eyes. So they used to consider it to be, kind of the boundary keeper of our awareness, right? Without extending our awareness using instruments or mathematical means, things like that. So yeah, this Minotaur energy is definitely coming through strong through Pluto in its position. Pluto, if we look on here, there's the glyph, and it is currently in the 9th house in Capricorn. Pretty close to the midheaven. So yeah, there's this idea of higher learning or travel even, but it's giving me like research vibes again, this like higher learning idea paired with, the Hermit and the Minotaur, putting an emphasis on the labyrinth of some puzzle, and also some maybe terrifying monster at the heart of this investigation, or at least perceived to be that way. The Minotaur, actually, I looked up just on Perplexity here what was the role the Minotaur played in mythology to refresh my memory of it. I do want to read a little bit of this because it feels very relevant. The Minotaur is a monstrous obstacle and symbol of chaos in Greek mythology, best known as the man-eating creature that Theseus must defeat to free Athens from tribute to Crete. It represents both divine punishment for human arrogance and the wild, bestial side of human nature that heroes strive to overcome. The Minotaur is the half-man, half-bull offspring of Queen Pasiphae, of Crete, and a miraculous bull sent by Poseidon, born as a result of the god's punishment for King Minos' failure to keep his vow. Because the creature becomes ferocious and cannibalistic, Minos imprisons it in the labyrinth at Knossos, an intricate maze built by the craftsman Daedalus so it can never escape. Yeah, so Labyrinth at Knossos, just the word Knossos, I don't know what it means, but it sounds like Gnosis to me, kind of. I am kind of curious. Usually there's like a follow-up. Let's see. What is the etymology of Knossos? I'm going to see what it means. The origin is uncertain, as there is no widely accepted etymology agreed on by linguists. Ancient Greeks already used the form gnosis, also spelled knossos, gnosis, in Latinized form, but its deeper roots are probably pre-Greek, meaning it may come from the languages spoken on Crete before Greek arrived. Ancient and later forms. In classical sources, the city is referred to as Knossos, while Roman references and coins use forms like, showing that the only spelling change, not the basic name. The continuity of the name from Bronze Age Crete into Greek and Roman usage suggests very old toponym inherited rather than newly coined in historical times. Many scholars classify Knossos among pre-Greek place names in the Aegean, a group of names that do not fit known Indo-European, including Greek word patterns, and are thought to derive from the island's earlier inhabitants. Okay, so it's mysterious. There's even a mystery here. It's unknown. It's not understood. There's this... It's a puzzle to be solved, right? It's very ancient, very old. Okay, to get this... So that's what we're dealing with here. There's some kind of labyrinth, some kind of puzzle. There's some beast at the heart of it that has been demanding sacrifice, because that was... part of the myth was that, is a devourer of youths. Athens must periodically send young men and women to Crete as sacrificial victims who are then hunted and eaten by the monster in the labyrinth. Right? So it's like whatever this thing is, at the center of this puzzle, it's like devouring newness, right? Because it's young men and women. It's not allowing things to grow. It's demanding that they be sacrificed to this current structure, this current puzzle, this current like Saturnian thing, right? It demands sacrifice. It's not allowing things to change, to become new, or for the new things to establish themselves. Okay, so let's get a saying to go deeper here. So, Spirit, please give us the most appropriate saying for this message. Thank you very much. In unity there is strength. Yes. Yeah, so there's this idea of this thing, whatever it is, it might be too big to overcome by oneself, right? By being in hermit mode, right? So there's an opportunity here for abundance, the Empress, right? Through connection. There's some kind of resilience and bravery. We've got Scorpion underneath the shark, which is the devil in this deck. The Nine of Wands. So there's like perseverance, bravery, transformation. Oh, and then look at that. We have the goat, Capricorn, right? Six of Pentacles, sharing. Yeah, this is that kind of connection. It says, just rewards, generosity, establishing boundaries. Oh, interesting. So it's like this idea of sharing, but also in like not giving away yourself fully, like maintaining your boundary. Like it's okay to connect with people, but also you have to realize that we are not able to express ourselves as we are unless we have these boundaries, right? Like the skin is a boundary, but also there's energetic boundaries and emotional boundaries, and you have to know yourself in order to know what your boundaries are, and which, you know, when they have been crossed by others, you have to be able to recognize that. But despite that warning that came through out of the cards, this is suggesting that there is some kind of coming together in order to figure out what this is. Let's get a figure here. House. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I was doing my journaling this morning, and I always do a little bit of light astrological interpretation, and the moon was actually in Cancer when I was looking at it. You can actually, it's still there. Yeah, see, moon in Cancer in the 3rd house. Yeah, so it's still right where it was when I was journaling earlier. But yeah, there's this idea of the home with the moon in Cancer, right? Cancer is like our origins, our ancestral roots. And so that's what's coming through here. Also, this idea of structure and form, right? Like a labyrinth. Maybe this labyrinth is related to home or family matters. Very interesting. Okay. So let's get some tarot here to see where we are going. It's 3:40 as I look at the clock right now. Which, if you add 3 and 4, that makes a 7. And 7 to me is a very complex number as far as in terms of its spiritual meaning. It's a very mysterious kind of vibe to it. So once again, this idea of like a mystery. Wow. Okay, we have a lot come out there. So on the bottom we have the Magician and the Raven coming through. So you can see it says alchemy, manifestation, willpower. Yeah, and also the Raven coming through as like a messenger, right? So it's almost like this will to figure it out is supporting. It's giving you signs and symbols and bringing some magic into the situation. Okay, let me see what these are that spilled out. Okay, so this one landed facing up. So we have the Stag, the Hierophant. Big business, tradition, spirituality is what it says on this card. So this could have something to do with business dealings related to the home or a family situation. Traditions related to the family. Maybe a masculine figure, because we have the Minotaur and the Stag, right? So heavy masculine energy here. Okay, we got the Elephant, justice, truth, natural law, righted wrongs. Yeah, so it seems like justice is at play. Things are balancing out in this situation. And elephants are wise symbols, right? And they have fantastic memories. They're very family oriented. So this idea of the home and Cancer and the moon coming through again here. But justice. So 2 major arcana, actually 3, because we have the Magician on the bottom. The Magician, the Hierophant, and justice. It's like I'm hearing like magical justice. It's almost like this justice is brought about by like unexpected means. Like it feels magical. Okay, let's keep going. The Alligator, Page of Cups, surprising insights, artistry coming up for air. Yeah, something surprising coming to the surface, something new with the Page energy, right? Related to the home and family, this could be a child, related to a child, a pregnancy, or a child that already exists in this world. Potentially something to do around that as well. Or something that was related to family business and something that was meant for a child, perhaps? I don't know. Put it where it goes for you. Let's see. Giraffe, 8 of Pentacles, apprenticeship, quality, craftsmanship, mastery. Yeah. So this is like, giraffes to me are higher perspective, and then the 8 of Pentacles is this idea of work, right? So once again, this idea of business or some kind of like family or close, whoever family is to you, whether they're blood or not, but like close relations in some kind of family business type of deal seems to be what this mystery is related to. Otter, 6 of Cups, yeah. Reunion, reminiscing inner child. Yeah, so definitely this energy of the past coming through with, the moon being in Cancer, and 6 of Cups is the nostalgia card, right? It's also this childlike, again, this childlike quality coming through. Page of Cups, Six of Cups. We have the Walrus, Eight of Cups, abandonment, escapism, trucing. Yeah. Okay, so this came through in one of my other readings, and it was coming through as like somebody was trying to get away from something, like they thought it was dead and gone and buried, but it's coming back around. And this reading seems to be some kind of continuation of that. It was actually the last reading I did, yeah. The main figure I was talking about was a skull. But yeah, this Eight of Cups came out in that reading, and yeah, escapism is what's being highlighted to me here, is this idea of like trying to get away from something. Just make it go away, make it go away. It's almost like they're trying to outrun the Minotaur at the heart of this labyrinth, right? Maybe they constructed this intricate labyrinth, this kind of like web of lies, right? And they didn't realize that it would attract this awful monster that demands sacrifices in order to maintain it. And now they're trying to remove themselves from the situation, but it's like they can't get away from it. Caterpillar, Four of Pentacles. Scarcity, consciousness, material success, fear of loss. Yeah, so once again, four in the Four of Pentacles, so this idea of like structure or a home coming through again. We also have the caterpillar here, so there's this idea of transformation and storing up energy, right? That's what caterpillars do. They eat up a bunch of leaves, they get really big, and then they cocoon themselves. But this is coming through as like, I don't know, maybe somebody was holding something back related to this family business, or something to do with value that was to be shared, but there's kind of this like blockage. And then finally we have the chimpanzee, Two of Pentacles. Balance, go with the flow, and fun. Yeah, so once again, this very playful, childlike energy coming through here, but Two of Pentacles is this energy of kind of like juggling or skillfully balancing something, but it's like, yeah, somebody's been juggling this for a while. They tried to get away from it, but they can't. They just have to keep juggling it. And it's like the emphasis on this card is this idea of having fun, going with the flow, but this energy to me doesn't really feel like they're having much fun. So this could be advice for this person, is to just kind of let it go, let things flow, stop trying to block them, right? Four of Pentacles, holding back, or like hoarding everything, right? Like a caterpillar, like hoarding all the food and just getting really big and getting all blocked up. Alright, let's get some nouns to go a little bit deeper here. I'm going to reduce the, gold, yeah, this idea of value again. Okay, I am going to reduce these though, let's do 4. The energy of 4 coming through strong here, so Spirit, please give us the most appropriate words to go along with this message so that we may see clearer. Thank you. Hope, bed, station, invention. So, one thing I'm seeing is this idea of like, oh, look at that. I was going to show you the Magician again, and underneath is the Fool. So it's like this belief in magic, right? This willingness to believe in magic. But the Puffin has childlike wonder, trust, and freedom. Yeah, hope. There's hope in this like childlike, playful energy. It's like you don't have to take this big boss of the labyrinth so seriously. It's actually, it may not be quite that serious, or maybe it is serious, but it's like it's better approached through the lens of a childlike curiosity. Like, don't take it so seriously, but just like have fun with this mystery, whatever it is. Yeah, and then we have the Raccoon, Page of Wands, enthusiasm, free spirit, new ideas underneath the Fool. So definitely this emphasis on just like curiosity and exploration and having fun with this labyrinth and not being afraid of this Minotaur, right? It's like you don't have to be afraid because you're gonna beat it. You're magic, right? you've got magic on your side, supporting you. And then bed. This is idea of rest. Making sure that you're getting your rest. This could also be in terms of business, like when you say people are in bed with each other, it's like backroom deals relating to business. So this could be, yeah, and then station right after that. It's like, yeah, somebody in a particular station, in a particular spot, in a particular role that they can do something. And yeah, and then remember the fourth word here, invention. It's like something was made up. It's like this labyrinth, this story. Like I said, web of lies earlier, right? It's like this story was made in order to hold something back. Four of Pentacles. But there's balance with the Justice and Two of Pentacles, the elephant and the chimpanzee, coming to this situation. It could have something to do with official institutions as well, with the Hierophant coming out here. It's very interesting. It's, yeah, once again, it's like, this could be confirmation for you if you have been feeling that you're like kind of caught up in this like web of lies or this mystery, and you're just like, is this actually going on, or am I just crazy? Am I picking up on this or on nothing, or is this actually something? This, to me, since this is the second reading now that I've had where it's very heavily emphasized that there is something, some story that was created, some labyrinth that was created to hide something, to hold something back from like people who it was meant for. And it seems to be like family related. There's a lot of emphasis on family in the home, bed. I'm also seeing on the Eight of Cups here, it says true seeing. And traditionally on the Eight of Cups, it's like a person walking up a hill away from the cups that are all stacked up. So it's like you're leaving behind your emotions related to this in order to get a higher perspective. Once again, this idea of like the giraffe. Yeah, and this is the Eight of Pentacles, so the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, right? They're connected through the number 8 here. Your head is like high up there and you can see all around you. This idea of elevation. Elevation of sight, of the ability to see what's going on. That's the magic, right? In this situation for you. That and your ability to trust and have faith in what you're picking up on. I want to get a different figure. Let's see. Spirit, please give us another appropriate figure to go deeper for this message. Thank you. Ah, this one comes out a lot. I've had this in a couple of readings. Yeah, once again, this idea of rising, right? It's like Hermes with the wings on his ankles there, or her, this warrior figure. And they've got this shield up as they're rising, and they're ready to strike. It's, yeah, you're being protected as you rise higher to a higher vantage point. It's like you're rising up out of the labyrinth. Yeah, right? The Minotaur can't find you in the labyrinth if you can just fly straight up out of it, right? And that's your protection. Your shield is your ability to kind of like rise out of the situation. To Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles mastery of this ability to elevate yourself. And it's like you're flying, right? So it's this idea of fun, yeah. Page of Cups. Otter, chimpanzee. It's very playful energy. And it's going to allow you to see like what's at the heart of this structure, right? The Hierophant. Yeah, whatever this is, you're already rising above it, which is really cool to see. I guess let's get some advice. There's not really anywhere else to go for this, I guess. We already know what it's related to. It's something to do with like a family business or some kind of business that is tied to a family or like a close group of people, if it's not a family. Something to do with the home. Something being held back or hidden, or something that somebody tried to create this like lie around, right? They invented something to do this, and then they tried to distance themselves from it as well, but they can't get away from it. They're stuck, right? Four of Pentacles. They're too like mired in this situation, this labyrinth that they've created. They literally created the labyrinth and then put this like demon in it, which they thought would help them, but it turns out it just wants to like devour all their children, you know? Alright, yeah. So let's get some advice, and then we'll close it out. Alright. So I'm going to get some verbs for the advice. Oh. Let's get a Bible verse too. Why not? We'll do both. Start with the Bible verse. Just one. Alright, Spirit, please give us the highest and most relevant message from the Bible related to this particular reading. Thank you. Alright, Matthew 11:29. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Oh, I just had the King of Wands pop up here. So once again, this masculine energy, loyalty, and honorable spirit, ferocious. So this is for advice. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. You get a couple cards to go along with this. It's interesting that yoke is coming up because it is making me think of like a work animal. And bulls are very strong. I don't necessarily know that people like yoke them up, you know. But maybe they do. But it's like you're attaching yourself to this situation, this thing. Learn of me to learn about it. And it's like you're seeing how there's like an element of sadness here. Lowly in heart. Meek and lowly in heart. It's like they're not proud. They feel down and out and bad, and they're not proud of what has been done. You shall find rest unto your souls, and that's what's going to give you this like peace in regards to whatever this labyrinth is. It's like once you find out why somebody did something, you almost feel bad for them. Or you can see how they were feeling and why they did it. And it's this, again, this idea of like you've distanced yourself from your emotions regarding the situation. You're seeing it from like way high up. from like a really high level. So you're not mired into this, you know, not to say that you won't feel anything about it. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, but yeah. It's interesting. Okay, let me just get two more here. Yeah, on the bottom we have the Hoatzin, the lovers. Love in all forms, commitment, and choices. Yeah. So what's standing out to me here is the love in all forms. It's like this idea of forgiveness, trying to understand why somebody would have done something, why somebody may have created a web of lies around something. What was their motivations? Try to really understand their motivations, and then maybe you can see that there's actually a really deep sadness tied to the reason why they might have done it. We have the Magician coming out again. So we have like double willpower here with the Magician and the King of Wands. This is like super magic. And the King of Swords, wow. Truth, final authority, brilliant mind, Condor. Yeah, this is like your ability to figure it out, right? And once again, a bird, your ability to fly high above it and be a bit detached, right? King of Swords. It's King of the mind, right? No emotions there. So we have passion and intellect with the wands and the swords. And this masculine, like, this is like action on this. And actually, like, triple masculine with the Magician. Because willpower, right? This is that active force, masculine force. Yeah, so I think the advice here is to just keep, acting on your intuitions about this, right? The magic involved in the situation. Like you are seeing the signs and the symbols, and it seems like you are going to know this intellectually as well. Like it will be consciously clear to you. It's funny because condors they clean up, right? They eat the dead bodies, right? They fly really high and then they find the dead animals and they go down and they clean them up. So it's this idea of cleaning up a mess, right? And tigers are apex predators, so this idea of hunting and being like very capable of doing this hunt is coming through. Okay, let's see what verbs we can get. Whale, heat, and judge. Let's do 4. Spirit, please give us the most appropriate verbs for this message today for the advice. Thank you very much. Kick, wish, push, cover. Huh. So there's the idea of action again with kick and push. And wish. Wish is an action, right? When you're wishing for something, you're performing an action. It's like you're doing this magic, right? So it's almost this idea of like you're setting your mind, King of Swords, on this desire to know what is going on here. And then there's this idea of like somebody getting a kick or a push. It's like a nudge, right? To what it is. Cover. Cover lover. I don't know why it made me think of this lover's card again. Love in all forms, commitment, choices. Lover cover. Cover lover. And we have death underneath that, the Cecropia moth. I love this card. Destruction, renewal, real truths. Yeah. It's like whatever this cover is being kicked over, it's being pushed over, and it's related to this wish, this desire, this intention that you have put out there. right? Because you're the magician. To discover what this is. So I think the advice here is that this is already like happening. Like your wish is being uncovered. The cover is being kicked, it's being pushed over. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Yeah. Let me grab just, since I have these out and shuffled already, I have this Mushroom Oracle deck for some advice, some additional advice related to this. Let's see what wants to come through here. Oops. Okay, we got one that slid out here. Oh, yeah. A line. I think this was the same advice that came out in the last reading I did, and the number 8 again coming through. Inaki a line. And Trimley Yin. I'm pretty sure these were together. So, yeah, and like I said, this message seems to be a continuation of the last video I did. So, you might want to check that one out. But it's the same advice here from that video. Last time I read this one, Inaki, so this time I'll read the number 10, Yin. There's a completion energy here, and Yin is that receptive feminine force. So, yeah, let's see. For Yin, number 10. 10 Yin. Got these like rhyming things that rhyme. Rhymes might be pointing you to things at this time. You might want to pay attention to things that rhyme. Alright, so Tremella, also known as snow fungus, silver ear, or the beauty mushroom. T. fusiformis has a gelatinous look to it and is classed as a jelly fungus. It eats other fungi, unlike most mushrooms, which like to consume decaying wood. It is also full of vitamin D and antioxidants and is anti-inflammatory like many other mushrooms. It is edible. Tremella has many benefits, including stimulating hyaluronic acid in the skin, which declines with age. It draws moisture to the skin, making it highly beneficial in skincare. It is able to hold approximately 500 times its own weight in water, which makes it of great use in restoring yin or fluids within the body. In Chinese medicine, it is well known for helping with the lungs, which govern the skin. It's good for dry coughs and calming the stomach. Tremella is well known as the beauty mushroom. The meaning, the key word here is yin. Tremella is shown to help with the yin aspect of the body. Within the yin and yang concept, yin is the opposite of yang. Yin is fluid, cold, calm, nurturing, descending, whereas yang is fire, fast, ascending, controlling. When one is out of balance, so will the other be because they need each other for balance. This card is therefore saying it is time to bring more yin into your life. And that makes a lot of sense with all this masculine energy out on the table. But this was the advice, so there's kind of this, it's like, yes, you should, there are some actions you can take, some things you can pay attention to, but also don't forget to balance it. Where are you out of balance? Where has the yang masculine taken control? Where can you take your hands off the steering wheel and fall into flow? Take time to nurture yourself and slow down. There are many ways you can bring yin into your life. Drink more water and less caffeine. Do yin yoga. Slow stretching or meditation. Eat nourishing non-spicy foods. Take a bath or walk in the water. If left unchecked, yang can take control and then it will exhaust itself. The yin will be exhausted also, leaving your whole body in deficit. Yeah. So make sure you are maintaining balance as you do kind of lean into these masculine things. There's a little bit more. Being the beauty mushroom, Tremella may also be asking you what you are showing to the world. Are you feeling vibrant within yourself, or are you feeling depleted? What do you need to fill your cup and shine from the inside? Only you will know what you need, so it is you who needs to make the changes. Become soft like this jelly-looking mushroom. There is beauty in softness as well as beauty in restoration. Awesome. Okay, and then additionally, we got the Tree of Life Oracle. So I'll pull one of these. I love these cards. They are so pretty. Just do a quick shuffle here. Okay, so we have the 28th Path of the Star, Hope, Inspiration, and Dreams. Yeah. And there's the bottom. So I will read you the guidance for this one. Running between Yesod and Netzach, this is Aquarius in astrology, a sign known for its uniqueness and views on life. Some place the Emperor here, investigate both cards, and go what feels right for you. So the Emperor, masculine, coming through again, right? And this card's very feminine kind of feel to the way it's depicted here. The symbol for Aquarius, the water bearer, pouring heavenly inspiration, moving her dreams into being a constant stream of connection. Yeah, so water... The moon, water, feminine energy also coming through strongly in this reading, I'm just realizing. So there is kind of a balance here. Use your energy to manifest your dreams. What an open statement that is. What does it really mean? This card suggests that this is a good time to do what you need to do to be clear about your dreams and how your own unique qualities are going to turn them into reality. All you need to do is visualize them, right? That's an illusion. Without action, there's the masculine, without pouring them onto the actual earth, they may remain in the worlds of one day, maybe. You're being asked to experiment with new ideas, test out some theories, and sort through what works for you and discard what doesn't. Yeah, so this idea of play, again, relating to this mystery that you're investigating. For you are the most important words. You're likely to face situations that make you aware of your own gifts, things nobody else can do as well as you do them. Use them to reach new heights and move closer to your dream date, job, hairdo. You're also likely to shift your attitude to a situation or other people under this energy. That's a sign of personality growth and soul calling. So this idea of connecting with others again, right? That's what, and that came through with the lovers as well. I was saying earlier in the reading, there's this idea of like partnering up, and that came from the saying, right? In unity, there's strength. It's also the idea of balancing the masculine and feminine, too. In unity, there is strength when you're balanced. Let's see. To activate this energy, nature is a part of this path. Being with her can really help you clear your mind and hear your inner being. The positive energy brought to you through the green worlds feeds into your subconscious to remind you of your link to all there is and all you can be. Yeah, so connection again. Once again, the lovers. Okay, so that is all I have for you. There's definitely something interesting going on here. It seems you're already aware of it. You are going to be given more signs, and all you need to do is just kind of like follow them, right? King of Wands, King of Swords. Your action is to follow them, to connect the dots, right? In unity, there's strength, to see the connections, the lovers, between things, and to also see how it connects to you, because the story that's playing out around you is related to you deeply on many levels. So yes, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for being here with me. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. It helps the channel. Feel free to share any of your thoughts below in the comments. I will try to get to them when I can. And yeah, as always, take care of yourselves, keep your heart open. Bye!